Graham Dixon. It's the 9th of June, it's a Thursday, and we're here in Trench 3 at Bamburgh. So we've just taken off all the tarps on the trench. We're almost finished cleaning back, removing all of the vegetation that's built up in the off-season. The archaeology looks to be in relatively good condition. We've got a few goals for the beginning of the season, a couple of jobs left over from last season. There's a pebble path coming in from the eastern section of the trench, which we need to excavate and sample. We have a pebble surface or path down here as well, which may or may not be associated with this patch of pebbles and cobbles. We need to find a stratigraphic relationship between the two, because this north-south aligned eastern beam slot, which is for one of our wooden buildings, has cut through it. So at the moment we're not entirely sure of what their relationship is. That's going to be another one of our goals this season. We have a high medieval pit off to my left, which is up against the eastern section of the trench. That was half sectioned last year. We're going to 100% it this season and sample the rest of it as well. There's a couple of features in the northwestern area of the trench as well. There's a potential pit that looks like it's been dug into the bedrock at the back. Again, that's going to be investigated, as well as a few patches of possibly stone-filled pits that we've identified as we've cleaned back. These may turn out just to be spreads of stone, or they may be filling a pit. These are going to be investigated as well. So far we've had a couple of small finds come up already, a few little pieces of metal, a stone which is potentially a semi-precious stone that we could hopefully find out what it is. It may have been used for manufacturing jewellery in the area, as well as a potential stylus which came up from I believe a 7th century context as we're cleaning back. For the rest of the season we're going to be focusing on taking down the layers of the trench that are sitting stratigraphically higher than the rest. We do have 7th, 8th and 9th century contexts in the trench, so obviously we're going to be trying to get them all down to the same level, focusing on the areas that are higher up stratigraphically. Brian Hope Taylor described the stones that are on the western edge of the trench as being a lower path, and there was a higher path above that. They're currently in a position where we're happy to take them off this season, investigate their relationship with what's around it, see what's underneath, as well as another wall that runs northeast-southwest across the trench and stops about halfway through the trench. It doesn't appear to have any other walls or construction cuts associated with it. We're not entirely sure where it goes, but again, that's sitting stratigraphically higher than what's around it in the trench. So that's going to be investigated further, and then we're going to remove that and see what's underneath there as well.